Thanks for staying tuned. I'm Colin Abrams with the Hgp Sportscast. Londoner Michael Anthony took the feature race title in the hand-in-hand mutual fire and life 14th annual cycling meet at the National Park over the weekend. Here are the updates. The 14th annual hand-in-hand cycling meet got underway in the National Park Saturday morning with 10 categories contested by cyclists from countrywide. Winner of the feature race, Michael Anthony, won the school, boys and invitational 35-lap event in a time of 1 hour, 19 minutes, 14.36 seconds. Coming in second was fellow Londoner Rastaf Oselmo, Jaron Williams third, who was the 2017 champion, and Alonso Ambrose and Alex Mendez rounded off the top 5 in this category. Oselmo led from the beginning of the race but was sucked back into the cluster of riders in the top 6 as the race progressed. The 6 leaders exchanged the lead in intervals of the race until coming down to the end where Anthony made his final dash to the finish line. Results from the other categories are as follow. BMX 6 to 9 years 2-lap, first place Linsell Blackman, second place Javin Henry, and third place Jessica Mohamir. BMX 9 to 12 years 2-lap Shaquille Dow. BMX 12 to 14 years Sherwin Simpson, Shaquille Dow, and Zab James. 12 to 14 years 3 laps Jaheim Henry, veterans under 50 5 laps Jude Bentley and Jai Karan Sukai, veterans over 55 laps Lyndon Blackman, Kendall Lovell and Shamar Baksh, juveniles 10 lap Adeli Hodge, Brighton John and Emmanuel Gayrial, and mountain bikes 5 lap Uzziah Macaulay and Jamal Kappel. Colin Abrams, Hgp Sports. Joseph and Verwey crowned champions of the 2018 Anson McCall Lucozade Handicap Squash Tournament last Sunday at the Georgetown Club. Stanford Howard has the details.
In the Category A finals, Nicholas Verweng contested his first major final when he came up against Christian Gomes. Both players had won their semi-final matches the previous evening in straight games. In the first game, Nicholas always seemed to be in control. And even though the game went back and forth with each player having their moments, Nicholas eventually closed out the game 15-13. In the second game, Christian came out with renewed energy, attempting to volley every ball and place added pressure on Nicholas. This early taking of the ball paid dividends as she was able to win the game 15-11. In the third game, Nicholas jumped out to an early lead at 12-6. And it seems as if he would easily win this game. However, Kristen clawed her way back to within 1 point at 11-12. This was as close as she would get as Nicholas won the game 15-12 and claimed his first major title. In the finals, the handicap was 14 points, which meant that for Nairani to be victorious, he had to win 2 points to every 1 point that DJ won. That match started at a furious pace with both players attacking the ball and DJ really holding his own. With the score reading 7-7, the difference was still 14 points and DJ was only 8 points away from winning the first game, but the fast pace of the game had started to take its toll on DJ. After the loss of the first game, it was always going to be difficult for DJ to win that match, as he exerted a tremendous amount of energy in that game. Nairani won the first 6 points in the second game and eventually evened that game at 6-all. He would close out the match 15-10 and retain the Open title crown. Reporting for the Hgp Sportscast, I am Stanford Howard.
A thrilling weekend of basketball saw Eagles fly high over Pepsi Sonics on Saturday and pace setters edged out Nets on Sunday in the Georgetown Amateur Basketball First, Second and Under 23 League at the Burnham Hard Court. Stanford has the details.
Saturday's night's hardcourt action saw 2 thrilling games between Pepsi Sonics and Eagles in their Under-23 division, and Colton Sonics in their first division encounter. Pepsi Sonics and Eagles were the first teams to take the court. It was a slow start for both teams, but it was the Eagles who took first leap in the first quarter to give them the edge, 15-13. In the second quarter, the Eagles extended their lead as players continued to dominate possession of the ball and the court to end the half with an 8 points lead, 36-28. In the second half of the game, the Eagles continued to build on their momentum and their lead as they took the third quarter 17-13 and the fourth quarter 30-13 to dismantle the Pepsi Sonics 83-54 for the win. Sherlyn Gilstop scored with 18 points. In the other Saturday night games, Colts steamrolled Sonics with a 62-51 win. In Sunday's hard-court action, it was a pins and needles match between pace setters and Nets, in which pace setters sealed that win 89-85. It was Nets who took the lead in the first quarter to start the game. Nevertheless, pace setters players dug deep in the second quarter to level the score at the end of the first half at 41 points apiece. In the second half, Nets continue on with that same push as they took the third quarter. However, in the fourth and final quarter, that's when pace setters outplayed the Nets to take the game. In the second Sunday's game, Pleasance Gardens took that game 72-60.
Thank you, Stanford. The GFF Friday last held a simple ceremony where CONCACAF D licenses and coaches' certificates were awarded to successful participants who completed the courses. The training saw a pass rate of 90% in the CONCACAF licensing program compared with previous years where the highest number was 20%. A total of 63 coaches received their certificates from the Ghana Football Federation following a successful completion of a goalkeeper course and a CONCACAF D license course. 20 goalkeepers who had completed their course in September 2017 collected their FIFA certificates, and 43 CONCACAF D licensed coaches who in March this year completed their course. GFF Technical Director Ian Greenwood said he was pleased with the number of qualified coaches available, including current and former national players, which will aid the improvement of the quality of football in Guyana. Greenwood congratulated the players on the step to be qualified coaches and goalkeepers. He stated that this is the only way the level of play in the country can improve, by persons coming forward and absorbing these trainings. The coaches and players were challenged to go out into the world of football and try to pass their knowledge on to every young boy or girl who is interested in playing the sport. He added that many of them will not be compensated for their work, but the time will come when they will reap the benefits of their efforts to help develop football in Guyana. He encouraged the coaches to continue to be of service to the game with honor, distinction, and pride. Calvin Abrams, Hgp Sports. And that is the end of our Sportscast for today. Remember, if your dream is big enough, the facts don't matter. Goodbye.